fast shooter.
I mean, yeah. There's no time to waste. I need my ding ding dong touched and my tra-la-la ood. I don't. Yeah, let's go ahead and fade out and then start, I guess.
Alright, okay.
Wait, we didn't start?
We are.
Yeah,
we just
we
started.
already
Yes.
did. We already did.
This
We're-
is-
Well,
we're- this is a thing now.
This is, of course. Can you not see the beauty that is this screen right now?
I see your banana.
I mean, howdy.
Yes, yes, most definitely.
That is one fabulous banana.
That is. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which one?
Both.
This one.
This. Oh my God. That ahagao.
That banana.
It's like
Peanut butter jelly.
banana. It gives banana cream pie an entirely new meaning.
My stomach.
Come on, Kirby.
Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah. All right.
Right.
So, hi.
Welcome to this wonderful stream with a very interesting beginning.
Did we ever name this?
We never did.
Because it began as the mystical banana,
We're still the mystical banana. We still.
but
have,
you suggested that we call it the three perverteers.
It's a great name for
It's
all.
pretty good. Yes, I think we can do better though than the three perverteers, but that's a discussion for another.
Another like maybe next podcast we'll have an official title, but in the meantime, I guess we won't.
I guess we won't. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, how y'all doing today?
I'm sick. We can start there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Gamzee is fucking sick.
Yeah, sick of this shit.
That too. Yeah.
It's a very difficult time.
So what are your symptoms? Are you dying? Do you have cancer? Tuberculosis?
Well, I searched my symptoms on the internet. I apparently have cancer, with
Cancer?
HIV.
That's a mix. That's an interesting combination.
That is.
Like, wait. Do you have cancer on your AIDS, or do you have AIDS on your cancer?
Apparently, they are correlated.
Oh,
completely.
like like symbiotic. They
Yes.
depend on each other.
Yes. Yes.
One cannot function without the other. Okay.
I feel like we have to clear up the fact that we are podcasting.
Oh yes.
Okay.
We are like, for the audience, we are still inside of a laboratory. There are other people here, so you're gonna hear a lot of maybe possibly.
It's a very
background noise.
professional environment, which we're trying to not get kicked out of.
We'll try our
Professional.
best. We'll try our best.
Yeah.
Like
There's
we don't.
only-
We should try not to like
There's
yell and stuff.
only 2 guys being professional. Well, I think 1.5.
I mean, Kirby counts, I think, but
No.
he's playing
Player on battlegrounds.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not being professional
With
right
a
now.
controller, motherfuckers. And yes, I have my winner chicken dinner.
Oh wow. Okay. So what?
Still kind of beat the Asians.
This podcast has been surprisingly offensive and racist, and we've barely been on for like 10 minutes, for less than 10 minutes.
It's actually been.
I think
It's
we have
actually been
done
put
so,
as a
yes.
main trouble when it comes to battleground. I mean, the servers are completely open to anyone, so Asian people can enter to the servers from the United States, and since their internet and the distance is so long, they use lag to
Basically, get everything away.
Yep.
I mean,
you shoot someone, and because of the lag, they will move away of the bullet, and literally, they will be matrix.
Are you talking about like a specific region? Because in Japan, the internet's free and you get like 60 megabytes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the internet is like universal there.
Yeah,
Well, I
but
could
still,
be, I could be talking shit.
the distance from their internet to
The server.
to the
It's-
server in the United States will create lag.
It's true. It's true.
I mean,
So
yeah.
they use that on their expense, which is very bad for us in a way.
Well, I don't play PUBG, so I can't go in favor against. But like, I played other video games where I had similar problems, but it's because there's no servers in the United States, and I have to go into the European servers, and I have to be the shitty lagger that everyone hates.
But you can use lag at your advantage then.
But that's,
It's not fun to play with lag. You
So
have not
You're gonna-
truly
You're gonna be
embraced.
patient. You're gonna be very patient.
You haven't truly embraced the lag when you have like 5 megabytes of download
I've
and
been
like
there.
decimals of upload.
I've been there.
You can truly
I've been with
savor.
I've been with 4 digits of pin, That's the saddest part of my life.
Same.
It's a very frustrating because like you empty your magazine at someone and because of the lag every single bullet missed even though he didn't move and then he's behind you and he stabs you in the back. And
That's my friendships.
Your undying love and affection.
it's got dark. Okay, I like this. Yeah,
Question is, how would you know about games?
about
yeah,
gaming?
You don't
You're-
seem like someone that actually does play a lot of games.
I don't have the time, but like I used to a long time ago, back when there was time.
Wish we could turn back time to
When-
the good old days.
And Green Day was still
The
relevant.
good old days when there were no freaking DLCs and shit.
DLCs.
Oh come on, they will give you everything.
They were, yeah.
Yeah, back in the good old like, I never had internet playing like for the second generation PlayStation 2 generation. I'd never had internet on that.
Like I never had any PlayStations. You guys already know this. I only had one Xbox. I barely used that Xbox because
What's
my
more of-
sister took it.
I was more of a Nintendo area. And an
No, yeah,
Xbox.
I was more Nintendo, but even then, I wasn't even playing like the Nintendo multiplayer things that you go and
Jeez,
play with other
please, I
people.
only had like a freaking PlayStation with Crash Bandicoot and I had to ask permission to play.
Oh, well,
Been
there were
there.
there were
Been
four
there.
of, there were four of
But I
us
will
in
have
our
to ask
house.
permission to my brother.
No, but like the thing is, there were four of us in the
And
house,
you
and
know
only
how
two
my brother
parents.
is.
Oh yes.
It's like, hey, can I play a game?
Well, fuck
no.
me and my conversation, right?
Not
I
today.
mean, yeah, I'm not. I think some of us are still listening. Again,
No.
I wasn't even popular enough to have friends to come over and play like
I
locally.
no, but like I always lived in the same house, and I lived fucking far away. Nobody would come to my house. People would get fucking
Sad.
lost.
That is so sad for
I had
both
to
of
go,
you.
yeah, like, and I was like a very closed off person, so I never got to other people's houses to play games.
How does it feel now to be able to play games with, people?
I have 4 siblings. I have 5 siblings. I have people to play with.
No, but not.
They're
siblings-
jackasses, and it will
siblings
punch you
doesn't
if you
count.
win.
Exactly, that's why. But siblings don't count. Friends are the one that will tell you that you are a jackass. Well,
No, I think I had a great experience playing Gears of Wars with my brother.
Gears of War is.
Gears of Wars was the shit.
Yeah,
You
man.
need to play that.
I've not
karate.
played. I
You
think
have
I've
to play Gears of War.
I think I've played maybe 10 seconds of Gears of War, and I was like, this is just doesn't seem like my kind of game, and then I turned it off.
No,
wait.
dude.
What is your type of game?
A platformer 3D
Something like
adventure.
Catherine.
I've not played
Catherine is the
Catherine.
shit. I fucking love
I've
Catherine.
never played that.
It looks
It's just
interesting.
the people that make Catherine are the same people that make Persona.
I've heard a lot of good things about Persona.
Same.
Oh, Persona.
I've only heard about Persona, but I've never played Persona.
Me either.
Persona is really, really good.
Is
And
that-
Catherine is really,
Persona
really good
was
too.
mostly for PlayStation, like for
Okay.
PS at first, so
Mm-hmm.
I never heard of it because, again, I'm not really a Sony person.
I understand. Well, but like Catherine, I think if I could be wrong, Catherine is on Xbox and it's also on PlayStation. And I think there's a PC version too. And Catherine, God, I love Catherine. she's my woman.
I need
My
to play this
woman's-
game
Teach
with her.
Catherine how to be the biggest cheater ever.
My woman personally would be, even though, like I said before, I'm not a Sony person. For some reason, Bayonetta is my woman.
Bayonetta.
Yeah.
You know that I have the game, I still haven't played it yet.
You have so many games
That
that you've not
witch.
played. You're criticizing me for not playing games. You haven't even touched
I-
Brutal Legend. That is an offense in and of itself.
Yeah, that is true.
I
That is true.
I haven't played a lot of games. I haven't played a lot of games, and yet I've played more games than you.
Apply water on the
I'm a
burn.
Let me
woman.
just resume the song. Thank you. This is. I am now sad. Yeah. But like my kind of game are 3D platformers. PlayStation 2, Sly Cooper, Jack and Daxter,
Oh yes.
Ratchet and Clank. PlayStation 3, Infamous, Uncharted, and I think there was another one. The Ratchet games on PlayStation 3.
All games that I haven't played because I never had a PlayStation.
And I will be honest, this is me being a little bit of a fanboy, but the Ratchet and Clank reboot game for the PS4 is, in my opinion, one of the best reboots in history. And I'll tell you why. Because this game originally came out PlayStation 2, like early PlayStation 2. It was a good game. PlayStation 4 comes out, and they make a movie of the game. And
There's a movie?
Yes, there's a movie. It did horribly. But, there's a movie of the game, and there's a game of the movie. So
What?
it's the game of the movie of the game.
This sounds like an Inception thing.
Inception.
It is kind of. That's exactly how they promote it. Like, if you look up the trailer for the game, it says the game based on a movie based on a game. It's very aware. And you play the game, and this is why it is the best reboot. A, it takes elements from the movie,
Yes.
but not a lot. B, it takes elements from the PlayStation 3 games, the Future
original.
series. No, the PlayStation 3 one.
Okay.
And C, it is a reboot of the first game, like the first one from PlayStation 2.
The original.
And it is extremely faithful to the point where the levels are almost identical, only ridiculously well done, remade, remastered with high graphics and whatnot.
Detail.
Like, in the first game, the levels, you'd be walking around the levels and, okay, there's a hidden treasure in this area. And you come into the reboot and it's exactly there. It's exactly where it was in the first game years ago. And it's beautifully done. Visually, the bolts, when you break the boxes and the bolts come flying out, they're so beautifully rendered, and they're glowing in all their rainbow metallic
glory.
It's just beautiful to play. Like, you
Aesthetically
watch it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, like, if for nothing else, just to give your eye a tiny little orgasm of beauty. Breaking boxes is beautiful.
Well, like, does it contain all the glitches too? I imagine Ratchet and Clank originally had a shit ton of glitches. Like, there's remastered versions and reboots of older games, but like, and everything is almost identical. Let's think like Mario 64. There's like an equivalent version, but it doesn't have the glitches and bugs that the original game had. It's like fucking up the speedrunners community when they remove them.
I don't know, but I will say this: I have the
Sorry.
PlayStation 3
Bless you.
remastered collection of the two games, of the PlayStation 2 games,
You should bring them. We should play.
and the first game in both the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 3, which was kind of fun, but very perverted. There is this level called Blackwater City in Rilgar, and you're supposed to talk to this lady to get into like some races, some skateboarding races. And when you walk up to her, if you do a bunch of like side flips and back flips, her breasts enlarge. With every flip you do, her breast gets, and you can keep back flipping and doing flips until they get ridiculously large. And they carried this over to the remastered versions of the
I
third
love it.
game of the PlayStation 3. Yes, it is.
I love this. I need to play this now.
You need to, yes.
Did you
have
wish you
to.
could be able to do that?
No, most definitely not. 'Cause
Just-
I'm a jumpy person, and at my age, I wouldn't be able to see my shoes.
Yeah, but I'm trying to imagine this. You're just like right before an important date, you're calling up your gymnast friend, like, I have an important day. I need you to do like 35 flips in front of me right now before I go. And it's just this really weird situation where you're just sitting there watching a guy do backflips
Parkour.
in front of you as your breasts just. This is getting weird.
Yeah.
This is. I think we should
Change. Let's change the video
Change
game.
the
What do
video.
you think about Bomberman? I love Bomberman.
About Bomberman.
Yes.
The original Bomberman?
The original
I only
Bomberman.
played like the first part of Bomberman, which was like 15 minutes or 20 minutes.
What? This is a crime. You're committing a sin. Y'all need
This
to
is the girl that
confess.
hasn't played Brutal Legend.
I'm
yeah,
fine.
Yeah, definitely. You need to play this game.
Oh, maybe I'll stream it.
Are you?
That game is literally a pinpoint in history.
Maybe I'll play it.
Have you?
Like, stream it.
What are your thoughts on heavy metal music?
If you say anything lower than its life, I will murder you.
I mean, I gotta look at my playlist. I don't have a lot of heavy metal.
Like,
I
okay,
have,
what are
like-
your thoughts on
I have
Ozzy Osbourne?
Yeah, the classic one.
Oh,
Aerosmith.
I don't consider that
Lydia Ford,
metal.
Motorhead.
They're,
anymore.
they're metal. Sweetheart,
Motorhead.
they're metal. That's the original metal. Sweetheart.
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne is they're the original.
You're telling me-
if you
Yes,
say something like
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Thank you for mansplaining this to me.
Wow. Okay, this is taking its
It's that I've seen some Facebook pages saying that the real metal is this emo stuff, and it's like
No.
no
like,
wonder humanity is eating Tide Pods.
it's I'm just saying, like, if, metal has like evolved, and like the metal that you hear back then, if we were to like make that now, you wouldn't consider it metal.
No, it would be metal. For me, it would be metal.
Yeah, because you know that was metal back then, But if you did something very similar now, you wouldn't consider it metal. You would
What would it be
consider it
considered?
like, I need a good example though.
Let's agree that it would qualify as rock.
It's rock.
Either
because
way.
metal, it's
I-
an underqualification of rock.
Yeah, exactly. True.
And then metal has a number
Yeah,
of
there's
subdivisions.
thrash, there's
Yes.
black,
Glam.
there's glam, pop, pop rock. Pop goes
Death.
in
Christian.
death metal.
Christian metal?
There's Christian
There's
metal.
Christian metal.
That's-
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah.
have a band that's Christian
There's-
metal.
I have my biases against Christian music because a lot of the Christian music that I've heard is just bad quality.
Funny thing.
Like they're
there's some-
trying to
there's
phone in the Jesus so much.
No, they're not like that normally. Like for example, there's a band that I like. Me,
Mhm.
you know my religious belief. It's called Striper. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Striker,
Striper.
Striper.
like
Yeah.
stripper
Yeah, but you know Striper.
with a Y.
You know what, yeah. But they're Christian rock, yet they're quite good. Like they won't force religion into you.
Mhm.
They just, you know.
Actually, we shouldn't talk about religion in this conversation because I don't
No,
want.
I'm not
No,
saying.
no, but like
anything.
it's like just in
It's
case.
getting very close.
Exactly,
no, but-
we're at threshold.
No, but I'm not gonna talk about religion, of course.
Yeah.
But, you know, their songs are not necessarily about religion, nor they're anything about otherwise. You know, it's just a good, clean rock.
A good clean rock.
How about
clean
I'm a gooby
rock.
goober?
Huh?
How about
I mean, that's metal. because
one?
that's Twisted Sister. That's glam metal.
Yeah, that's glam. Twister Sister is glam, and some songs can be even considered pop. Pop
Yeah,
rock.
that-
Some songs.
I
not
mean,
all of them.
yeah.
I haven't heard
Like,
glam metal.
I guess you could throw in Rock and Roll All Night in
Yeah.
there.
I haven't heard glam metal for me to say.
Glam is pretty like is the original version of pop. You could put it like that for easy understanding.
I'm trying to define glam metal now. It's you understand what the concept of glam is in the metal world?
Oh, in the metal world, maybe not.
It's this-
Maybe I have a
It's
misinterpretation.
this when you think of metal artists, you have a certain image come into your head. Glam metal is usually these guys in pink.
Jeffree Star?
I don't know who that is. I feel like I should.
No, you shouldn't. Don't.
In pink, let's say.
Like they're
Cinderella.
dressed in pink.
Mhm.
Have you heard Cinderella?
Damn it.
No. Oh, I haven't. I haven't heard Cinderella.
This podcast is gonna very quickly turn into like a streaming service for glam metal.
Everyone's gonna search glam metal now.
Well,
And the
that's
Ratchet and
good.
Clank
They're gonna
reboots.
search some culture. There's also thrash metal. That's personally one of my favorite. For example, my first and only concert I've been through was with Megadeth, Anthrax, and there was another band, but I can't really remember. They were good, like they were hella good, and it was thrash metal. And I literally went, like when I got out of the concert, I couldn't. The only thing I was able to hear was the feedback on my ears.
I mean, I guess that's good.
Yeah, it was hella good, man. Really.
But I'll be honest, like metal is like if I had to go to if there was an artist that's coming and like this is the one artist that I would like no matter what I need to go see them is Michael Bublé, and that takes this conversation in a ridiculously drastic different
Yeah,
direction.
his Michael has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Exactly. But like if there is an art like that is the artist that no matter what, if they were to come to the area, I would like have to do whatever it takes to go see this artist. What would be the artist that you
I've
guys would
never
want to
heard
see?
of Michael Bublé.
Really?
Yeah.
Crime.
Like, do you know who Frank Sinatra is?
Yes, I do know.
Okay, Frank Sinatra
Junior
in the
or
senior.
okay.
Senior.
You don't know who the fuck Frank Sinatra is?
Yeah, I know
Oh
both.
my god,
He's
Frank
all
Sinatra
blue eyes.
Senior and Frank Sinatra Junior.
Yeah, but no, Frank Sinatra
If you guys
senior.
hear a
The original
scuffle,
one,
let me
original.
clarify. This is not me. This is between Kirby and Gamzee.
Kirby is gonna swallow me up one day.
I don't know the music to Kirby.
Any like, I think that the only concert I would 100% go to, and I already did, was like the Panic at the Disco. band.
I mean,
It's just we
They're
all have
okay.
different tastes.
Yeah.
Again,
so.
personally, there's only 2 songs that I like, and they're again
Exactly.
alluding to the Bublé-ness of him. It's Impossible Year and Death of a Bachelor that have this kind of big band sound.
I do love Death. Like Death of the Bachelor is my favorite song from them.
Really.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag please sponsor us.
Aww.
I think that was like the best one, and like the continuation of This Is Gospel and Emperor's New Clothes. Like the way that they did that, it's really good. You need to see it. It's just that you have to watch This Is Gospel first, like the video, and it has a very abrupt end, and then Emperor's New Clothes has the continuation to this song.
That's the one where he's like chasing the girl, and then the other one's the one where he turns into a demon?
This Is Gospel is not about chasing a girl. It's about being tied down, or at least the video.
Ha.
The video is him being constantly tied
Could be
down.
the
Oh,
same.
like
And
in
it's
a
in a surgery table.
Like, I'm confusing. Because I know I saw one where he's chasing a girl around this kind of like castle. But I know that, there's another
That,
one
I
where he's being...
We
think
both
the
know that's the
castle.
story of your life.
I think the castle one, if I'm not mistaken, is with his wife, and his wife has been on 2 songs. One of them was Mona Lisa, and the other one was I don't remember the other
There's a
one.
story behind all of the songs.
I don't know.
Probably.
There's like I know for a fact that
Like-
Panic has every intention to make every song as different as possible.
Okay. So
Like-
they're not like Gorillaz. For example, Gorillaz tend to make each album as a story. Like you can search the videos and the albums and everything, and it will tell you a story behind everything. Like at some point, for example, they have Noro. Noro is the girl, and she disappeared. That was
Noodle.
Plastic Beach. And they tried to find her, and she was stranded in a boat in the middle of the ocean and all of that. And they tried to find her. They did everything possible, but they couldn't. So at some point, what they did was create like a robot, I think, or it was like a clone, till she appeared again.
Oh, and like that's the entirety of the album. Or-
And now subscribe
Like
to
that's
Mikey
one of the
Shipping.
stories. There's a
You
lot
are?
of
Am
stories.
I gonna get a notification? saying-
Which spot, if the...
I actually have
I'm
you.
trying, because I want to send this to someone, and I'm sure no one will hear this, but I want to send this to someone. Where is the link to this podcast stream?
It should be here. Let me search here.
Are we broadcasting?
Are we broadcasting? Stream health is
It
not
says
good,
exactly.
but it's not bad either.
We've been 23 minutes broadcasting. There's somebody watching right now.
What's
It's
it called?
probably
Let's
me.
Podcast?
Mhm.
Then it's this one. Yeah, it's...
But it should say that it's live. That's the thing.
Oh, okay. Well, let me open this up. Alright. It says Let's Podcast. Streamed live 43 minutes ago.
Exactly. That's the one where we did the testing and then we privatized it.
Oh, okay.
And then I put it public again because I wasn't sure if we were gonna like need it or something.
Well, then
How to.
how to this current stream? I don't know.
Sorry about this. We're having some personal technical
We
difficulties.
have technical difficulties.
I mean, I could just share this later on.
I mean, but that.
That's the
what would
whole
be the
point
fun
of
in
it.
that?
I mean, that is the point of a podcast, is that you can hear it at your convenience.
Yeah, technically speaking, yeah.
But like,
Well, do you
wouldn't
have
it-
a link there?
I can't see it. This
Server
is
URL.
not the
That's
link.
not the link.
No, that's not it. That is not it.
Make archive.
We're all new to this, so. And I don't think here. Obviously, it's not gonna be here. The queen, she's being called.
The brain.
Hey, there we go.
Can you show me the way?
We found a way.
Please send me the link my way. I need to. I must.
Stop the way.
We must show the non-believers.
WhatsApp, Facebook, or
Whatever.
All of them.
Facebook, and like check it. Let's see if
It would
we
be
can see
amazing
it.
to create a spam application that you send it to that person and it will send the link or the message to every single social network they have.
I'm pretty sure there's a way to do that already.
Like for example, you send a message through that application to someone, and he will get that message through email.
Check if
through
like you can see it.
All right, let me open it up.
Can you not?
The link.
It could not be the link. Let me just.
There's a what is this? Gaming? YouTube gaming.
See, that's the thing.
We are on a gaming thing? Watch on YouTube
Like,
gaming.
like the streaming thing is from YouTube.
Like, I think right now I'm on a browser and I'm being able to see this. Video is unavailable, though.
Video is unavailable.
Yeah.
Probably that's why no one is watching.
No, somebody is watching,
You.
and it's watching
You.
now.
Aren't
No,
you
it's not me
watching?
because the only thing that I have open is this.
Can you see who's watching?
No, I can't even see the names. I can only see regions, and it's only after it's been done.
Oh, okay.
I can see regions like, oh, this demographic watched this for this amount of times.
Yeah.
Is that I haven't never actually uploaded anything on
It's okay. I'll just send the link later when it's done.
Exactly.
Like a true podcast. Once we get, once we start getting commission for this, we'll update the quality and we'll stream live a lot better. I mean, yeah.
We'll probably have more subscribers and all of that at some point in life. Hopefully
See, so
before we
it's
graduate. But for that we have a large amount of time.
Yeah.
Well, we can save this later and put it in the SoundCloud because we only have a picture here. It's really a really stupid.
You have
picture.
SoundCloud?
No, I do have a SoundCloud. I do, but I haven't used it in fucking forever. I don't think that for me it's important. I think
Language.
that this would be suck a dick.
Language.
I think that if anything, this podcast should be put on the product's SoundCloud. If anything,
I don't have a SoundCloud, so I
Well,
guess the
you
Paradicts are gonna
I
have
have
to get a
pod-
SoundCloud
I
now.
Yeah.
actually have podcast accounts.
podcasts, multiple ones.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but when you said suck a dick and someone said language,
God damn it.
my mind immediately went to fillet a phallus.
My mind went
Jesus.
to Captain America.
What? Why?
Have you not seen?
I've not seen Captain America fillet a phallus. If that's what you're insinuating.
No. Like there's a movie. Which one was it? It was one of the Marvel movies. I don't remember which one.
I mean, I'd be surprised if it wasn't
That
a
Tony
Marvel
Stark
movie.
would say a bad word and
Language.
yeah, like that. Like
Oh no! Wait! In the Deadpool movie, where Deadpool's saying some bad stuff, and then at the end of the battle, he gets shot, and Deadpool says like "fuck," and the Russian guy, I can't remember his name now,
oh yeah, too.
and he says language, suck a cock.
That movie was actually really good.
It was. I'm
You're so motivated. For
I'm
the second
very
one.
nervous. I'm very motivated and excited, but I'm also very nervous because they changed the director. There was a bunch of complications,
I have
and
never
Which
heard of
movie?
this.
Deadpool 2.
Oh, yes.
Because the first one had this director who actually, before he directed Deadpool, everything he'd done was anime.
Mhm.
And that's actually one of the reasons why they got him, because since they were going to do a lot of animation in the movie, he had this background to get it done well, and it was amazing. The mask was beautifully done, and they just got rid of him. I mean, they didn't get rid of him. There were some complications, and then he got X'd.
Okay. I actually have the link now. Let me send it to you.
Does it work? Is the question.
Let's see it. Let's see if I can send it to you again.
Again.
Again. I think the problem
Show
is
us
wasn't
the-
appearing because remember that I put the previous podcast private. I guess it kept the settings, so it
Oh
stayed.
yeah, it's well, at least in your channel now. It says let's podcast and it's live.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me. It's opening up. One watching now. Yeah. It's loading.
I think it should have a chat. Send a message to see if we can see it chat.
Yeah, it's in. It's live chat. Let me send.
Send
It
it.
should be able to see
I
it.
can't because right now I'm logged in as me, and then it'll be me on the chat.
Oh no. Never mind then.
Yeah.
Let me write something. Let's see if we can.
Yeah, Mackie, you go. I have to. Yeah. But I'm gonna share this.
I enjoy so much. Our background is
Copy the link.
pure sexiness.
I'm going to send this WhatsApp.
Is that your waifu?
I'm going to
Your
send
male
this.
waifu?
No.
What would be the category of a male waifu?
A what?
Who would be my main waifu?
Male.
My male waifu.
Who's Banuru? I have no idea if that's.
Anime or real life?
Whichever.
I don't think I have a anime husband though, but I do. I think I do have a real.
What about the
life.
guy from Black Butler?
Sebastian.
Sebastian. That's every girl's fantasy.
No, because he has the same name as my ex.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
That's not why you want to go under the sea.
The worst part, he showed me that anime. He was in love with that anime.
So narcissistic.
No,
Yeah.
no.
It's like, look at this character. He has the same name as me. He's so hot, just like me.
Jesus.
Sebastian. Please, Sebastian. Love me.
If you love me, let me.
No.
That was perfect, actually. Sup, peeps? This is Mackie with
What
Gamzee
about-
and the Paradox.
What
Okay.
about Gamsey?
What about Gamzee?
Did I write it wrong?
No.
Gamzees are right there. Don't you see?
No,
They're, like,
I
right
mean,
there.
what do you feel about Gamsey?
I mean, okay.
Be honest.
Homestuck. We're talking about Homestuck.
Homestuck.
Gamzee.
This is where I take a step back because I don't know much.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
you can
like,
learn from that history. The
I
beautiful
think
history
Gamzee-
about playing a game you can destroy the world.
Yeah, no. But that's not the point.
Actually,
the
that's
point
the
is,
point
I
of
don't
the
like.
game.
I don't like. At first, the first time I watched, because I didn't read like an uncultured swine. I didn't read. I watched the videos I had on YouTube, and at first I didn't like Gamzee at all, and I was very ashamed that I had to share a sign with him. But the second time that I watched it, I really enjoyed the character that was Gamzee.
Because
Oh,
Gams,
fucking shit.
because Gamsey's freaking amazing.
I mean, that's debatable.
No,
that's
no,
an
no,
that's
no,
an
no.
opinion.
No, he is.
That's an opinion.
Shut up.
The first time that I watched, I really liked Equius and Cat Lady. What's her name?
I don't know, but I know which one you're talking about.
It's
the girl with the
that,
green hoodie.
Yeah, that
Funny thing.
that parabatai, both of them.
Yeah, funny thing, the previous version of Gamsey, Curlas, and the previous version of the cat lady, they were in love.
I know. I was like, I can't
And-
believe it.
Yeah, they were in love.
I can't believe it's not
The
butter.
reason why Curlas has his mouth suit shut is because okay, he made a they're jokers,
Mm-hmm.
technically speaking. So he made a joke to his girlfriend, and he used a honk like a horn, very strong one, and he left her deaf. So he said, she cannot hear me, and she's the only person that matters to me. Why does it matter if I talk or not? So he sew his mouth shut and learned to use telekinesis.
Cool. I haven't gone to that part though.
Like-
You know, at part am I? I'm in the part. Last I checked, they were the second year of the trip. That 3-year trip, they were going through the bubbles. The big boss had joined in the bubbles and was killing off all the already dead characters.
I read that part a while ago. I'm not gonna remember.
Well, yeah, I'm in that part, and they're like, all of the surviving trolls are talking with like the previous versions of the
Yeah.
of the previous game.
Yeah.
I'm in that part, and I gotta say, Karkat's ancestor is really fucking annoying. He
You mean
is
the
like
signless?
not the cool one.
That the
I
first
mean
one. It's
the
called
first one.
the first one was the signless.
No, but I mean the first one in the first game. When you
The
say
signless.
when you say the signless, you say like that's the first one of the second game. And like the original, the 4 main characters are in the 3rd game, and then the last ones are in the 4th game. There's 4 iterations. The first one, what was his name? It wasn't Karkat. It was like Cancry. His first name was Cancry. And
I mean-
he was like, oh, he's really cute. I really like him. And then he didn't shut the fuck up. And I was like, never mind.
I
He's
mean,
really fucking annoying.
There's not much of a difference between them. He actually doesn't shut his mouth. Neither of them.
Neither of them, exactly. I mean, like, I think that the signless, Cancry, at the second iteration, when he was the signless, he was, like, pretty fucking beast. He was fighting for people's rights.
Yeah.
He
Actually,
died a
he was
martyr.
the best definition of like how do you say someone that dies for someone? It's
A martyr.
Martyr.
He was an awesome martyr, but, like, when he was Cancry in the first iteration of the game, it was, like, he
my favorite
was
one
offended
will
by
always
everything.
be the Grand High Blood.
Of course.
I mean that hammer.
Of course. Oh,
Like it's a
What?
he's a Vriska.
I'm
Yeah.
a what now?
He's a blue blood.
yeah, you're an
Bow
asshole.
down before
Well,
us.
I mean,
You're an asshole.
definitely, but what does that have to do with Homestuck?
Okay,
I
in
think-
a Homestuck, every character has Like it's based on
A sign. The signs. He's Scorpio.
Yeah.
So you're a blue blood. You're a
Oh,
high tier.
You're gonna say you're a boob blood.
You're a boo
You're a
blood.
boo boo. You're a boo boo. You're a blue blood.
A blue blood.
Blue blue.
A blue blood.
You're a
I
blue
am a
blood.
creme brulee.
You are.
Yum. Actually, it's
Well,
fucking delicious.
Actually,
And I'm top.
I wanna
I
give me a
actually
second.
have orange blood.
You have. Give me a second. I wanna make an edit to this. Scooch over.
Okay, I'm
I wanna
scooching.
change the title a bit to.
Would you give me some cheese?
Oh yeah, we have cheese for the
Please
audience.
talk about the cheese. Scooch over, lady. Scooch over while I type this.
Cheeses.
You can sit down.
I brought cheese. I brought goat cheese. Goat cheese is best cheese.
Oh, thank
I was literally putting
Somebody
it
had
for you.
explosive diarrhea.
you. Metal. What else have we talked about?
Can I
so
get some
far?
Homestuck.
Homestuck.
Video games.
Yeah, we have games.
And lack of.
And games.
And procrastination.
I've always liked that word. It's so weird, Rob. All right, we can continue. That's updated? All right.
That's automatically updated and when we close the stream. And subtitle that's gonna have when we finish.
And now, unfortunately, I also have to add goat cheese to this.
Oh, you haven't tasted? Take a slice.
I've tasted blue cheese.
Have you? It's good. That's goat cheese. That's the expensive high end. You need some wine with that shit. Mhm.
Just because it's out of another animal.
No, but it's you got like a thinner slice, but the taste is really strong. And it's really good with wine. You're supposed to eat the part too.
This is, I think, some goat cheese music. I think so. Let me just as we enjoy the cheesiness.
We left you a last slice.
Oh, thank you. You're so kind. Why is this such a moist piece of cheese?
I
You
washed this apple.
You don't like
And I
moist?
put it-
I mean, I like moist, but when someone hands me a moist piece of cheese that comes from a goat in a very odd container, and it smells
Cheesy.
cheesy. There's something cheesy about this.
Ah,
But I mean, I'm not dead yet, so.
are you?
It's really good cheese.
Would you please define the meaning of being alive so that you can control rest with the meaning of being dead?
Well, I think this might be a little too loud. Well, first, if we're gonna talk about what it means to be alive,
With goats
I
and
actually
cheese?
had this conversation last night, well, a variation of it.
With your classmate, colleague,
Yeah, who wrestled me
to the ground.
to the ground. Yeah.
Fun times.
Was it with
Story
the,
time.
Was it with the girl that gave you a hickey on the?
If I'd gotten,
What?
If I'd gotten a hickey, it would have been how we would have started the podcast. If that would have happened.
Story time.
Story time. Well, no, but
Story
basically,
time with the parodic.
they told me, being alive is surviving. And I'm like, no, there's a difference between being alive and living. And the first thing I came to my mind was this quote: "Is like, everybody dies, but not everybody truly lives."
That is true.
And so it got me to thinking about how, being alive is not the same as living. Being alive is just, dealing with the shit that comes through life, dealing with problems and whatnot. And that's not living. And if people think that is living, then they're not living. They're not being happy. They're
They
not
have a really
enjoying
bad
life.
misperception of what.
A little bit. I mean,
I think a lot of people are going around and just not really enjoying life. They're just being alive.
exactly.
Like a lot of people. We live in a fucked up society right now. That's
They're
only
hammering
getting
life.
worse and worse and worse.
They're what?
Hammering life.
Yeah, I guess. But they have a point though. Like life isn't all rainbows and butterflies, but it isn't also
All spikes and rakes and death.
exactly. There's
And Armageddon.
there should be a
Weird
balance.
Mageddon.
I still have to see that. I saw episode 1, torrented the entire series. I'm still stuck on episode 1.
Don't
Well, we
worry.
gotta wait till finals.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm done.
Actually, you gotta, for the cartoon to get good. By the way, we're talking about.
Gravity Falls.
Is that a pun? Gravity Falls. Like
no,
a play on
it's
words.
the name of the place.
I
It's
know,
the name
yeah,
of-
but is that a pun? Because Gravity Falls.
Like Bikini Bottom? No.
No.
Yeah, Bikini Bottom is a pun.
It's
a
actually
pun.
a place.
No, Bikini Atoll is a place. Bikini Bottom is a pun.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, no, not really. It's not a pun. Actually, I haven't searched if it's a real place or not. I doubt it. But the reason why it's like that is because, like, everything there happens in a very odd way. Absolutely everything.
again, have you heard this theory about why the SpongeBob universe is the way it is? Because the Bikini Bottom is believed to be at the Bikini Atoll, and the Bikini Atoll in the, I think, early 60s was used for nuclear testing. So the theory is that everyone in Bikini Bottom is just like nuclearly radiated fish that have come to life and become sentient.
That's an amazing theory. I've never heard of
How
that.
the hell did a sponge got brains?
Radiation.
How?
They drop
You ca-
nukes on the
You
Bikini
cannot,
Atoll.
you cannot by radiation force biological life to be. I mean, it had to
Tell
be.
Bruce Banner that.
You have to be already alive to create it.
The sponges are alive? What makes you think they're not?
Tell
They're
the
not.
tell the entire what's this game Fallout series that.
That's true, but Fallout, come on, they're the same people that created. They're Bethesda, for God's sake.
Sponges are just as alive as jellyfish.
Well, yeah,
No,
but not
sponge is
kitchen
not-
sponges.
A kitchen sponge is not.
No, but
A kitchen.
there's a theory. There's a theory of that sponge being an actual sponge and not a kitchen sponge. And it talks about how
They're different.
he's really a legit sponge and not a kitchen sponge based on his ancestry with recessive genes. Like he has the recessive genes of his family that makes him square and yellow instead of round and brown.
Of course,
Yellow
no one's
sponges
watching this. You
exist.
had this private. I'm sorry to interrupt. You had this private.
Put it public.
Right now it's unlisted. I can put it public.
Put it public.
It's public now.
It was public. I changed it to public here. That's the thing.
Really?
We
Okay.
should refresh this page.
Refresh the page, of course, and then we lose the stream.
No, because everything's being streamed to here. We don't need this page.
Oh, okay.
We just need a monitor, like to see the comments, to see analytics and shit.
There's only
Alright.
one little fella.
And I'm sure it's one of these many tabs.
One of them.
I mean, I'm gonna start it, see if it reads it.
I'm sure that Spike was you.
Of course, that's sad, but why is it opening like the let's? Because it's the wrong one. Wait, no, now it's actually running. There's two watching now on the page here.
That will be
Says-
you.
It hasn't updated here.
I don't think. Should it update?
But
Oh yeah, yeah.
what-
It should. It should. It says
Damn,
timestamps
boy.
and everything.
But anyway, started. How long have we've been podcasting?
We're
Is
It
almost an hour?
says no 43 minutes. That's here.
Okay.
Maybe less because we started the podcast. I started the
There was
podcast.
a music at the beginning.
Well, not music, but
There was something at the beginning.
yeah, exactly.
To entertain those that were actually here pre-gaming.
Exactly.
Are you okay?
I want to burp, but it's night.
Burp, burp,
Yes,
burp,
yeah,
burp.
it's the
It's,
exact
it's like,
reason-
hey, bye.
Not yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna get you, and then I'm ready and I'm prepared. It's like, ha, psych.
When someone says
Goes
bless
back
you
down.
before you sneeze and it just goes away.
I do that to myself on purpose. I
Really?
hate sneezing. I hate sneezing.
Why? Your body needs to sneeze.
Yeah, it's
Fuck
actually
my
a,
body.
no, it's actually
I
a
mean-
defense mechanism for.
That is the worst sentence I would say
What? Fuck
in
my
a
body?
podcast with 3 men.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm just happy to be counted as a man.
you're the half.
Do you wanna be
There's
something
two
else?
and a half men.
Do you want to be non-binary?
I want to be happy.
So you want to be gay? Okay.
Oh damn it. Okay, I played myself.
Technically speaking, gay actually means being happy.
Yeah, but they know
The actual
I already have
definition of
enough
gay.
difficulties convincing people that I'm not gay. All right.
You never help
I
your
literally
argument.
have to start
You're
every
gonna make me
interaction
choke on an
with.
apple.
You never
I'll make
help
you
your
choke on something
very.
else if it'll convince the viewers.
You never.
This is I should not have made this public.
You never help your arguments. It's like I'm not gay, then I appear. Okay, maybe a little.
Just for comedy's sake, let us entertain the notion of homosexuality. What?
Every man has a little bit of gay.
Yeah, in them.
How little
the
is your
rear.
gang?
It depends on how much lube you have.
I have all the lube. I will bring you a bottle next time.
I'll think it through for the next finals.
Let's That's tough. That's
Seriously
tough.
consider it for finals because the rape.
Need a fucking backpack.
I did
Because
that for Java.
There's
I don't know if
right beside you.
Gamzee remembers.
Where?
In Java. No, not in Java. For calculus. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
just-
actually brought a bottle of lube.
Yeah, I remember. Everyone was
Were you
laughing.
there when that happened? Or
Huh? No,
is
you
this a
weren't
story
there.
time? No, were you guys?
Yeah.
Anecdote, yeah. I brought a bottle of, like a big bottle of water-based lube to the class. It's like, I'm ready for the
Question:
test.
why do you use water-based instead of oil-based?
I don't. Like, I bought
Of
a
petrol.
water-based, but
Just in
once it
case.
ran out,
Just in case the exam uses protection. It won't, but it could. And if you use water-based, condoms don't break.
I don't think they.
again, look, here's the problem. Silicon-based ones are more expensive. That's plain and simple why that one was water-based. But the water-based
kinda
one is
what?
just dries out way too
Which
fast.
one?
Or so I've heard.
I see.
Oil-based are like creepy shit. You just end up fucking and still you're like, oh my god, I'm still slippery.
Soaking.
That is the idea. That is the idea.
The idea behind it is that you can keep continue. You can continue doing it afterwards.
I think that it's not fun if you gotta spend like 10 additional minutes just washing one area when you go to the bathroom.
True enough.
I mean,
Is this conversation appropriate for a podcast?
definitely.
I've had
not.
worse stuff on my channel.
I just make sure that our parents and our family members,
This is separate from our accounts.
yeah, but still, just make sure that they never get this ever. And I think
Kids,
it'll be
make sure that
If
your
anything,
parents
I
are
can
not
just private it.
around the room for this
Kids,
conversation.
remember, this is a PSA. Don't use oil-based lubricants with condoms and sex toys. You will break them, and it will be a very tough 18 years.
It's gonna be a bad time.
It's gonna be-
have
You're
a
gonna
bad-
hear some bad news 9 months afterwards.
If you mix oil-based lubes and condoms, you're gonna have a bad time.
We're living the means, man. Brian is our king.
Thank you for revealing my identity.
Fuck!
Ugh.
Fuck me.
Anytime.
I'm gonna censor it. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, no. How are you gonna censor a live stream?
I can. Once it's done, I can like privatize it, download it, re-upload it, bleep, motherfucker, bleep.
Bleep, bleep. Yeah. Let me just at about 48 minutes, so you know, somewhere before 48 minutes. So.
I'm not gonna remember. Please remind me.
Oh yeah, no, you're gonna have to listen to the whole thing.
Oh yeah, no, I will. I
You're
will.
gonna have to listen to the whole
The
damn
torture.
That is
shebang.
that is your very own fault.
That's my
Yeah.
punishment.
Yes.
punishment.
I instigated these rules and then I broke them myself.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't even mentioned names.
Ladies and gentlemen, Maki Shupi. Say it with me, Gamzee. Maki Shupi.
Maki Chupi.
Y'all can suck
I
dick.
love the way you said that.
Y'all can suck dick.
Fillet. Y'all can fillet a phallus.
Such fashion.
Such elegance.
That is some high quality English right there.
Excuse me, madam, would thou fillet my member?
So are we done
By the
here?
way.
By the way.
You
That's
still,
thick.
it's
Thick book.
Oh,
Yeah.
you heard that?
that right there is some heavy English.
That is some H.P. Lovecraft.
I can feel the tentacles of Cthulhu.
I can hear the call of Cthulhu.
Should I go?
Where are
You
you
guys
gonna go?
need a private time with.
With Cthulhu?
With tentacles, sorry girl, we're not Japanese.
Oh boy.
Whichever.
This is.
Just
I
let me
like how
know.
smooth the cover is. I was not expecting Lovecraft to be so smooth. But honestly, like I read this and it reminded me so much of Lolita in the way it's written. It's got this very elegant language.
Oh no, it is. It's very elegant. I mean, we're talking about a
I can't
guy
believe
in the
Brian
mid
used the word Lolita.
Wow.
I did it again!
Thank you.
Fuck me!
What's his name?
Hi, my name is what? My name is who?
What?
My name is Chicka Chicka.
Who's by the way?
By the way,
Who's on first?
no, what?
Who's on first?
What?
No, he's on second.
Who's on second?
No, who's on first?
I don't know.
I don't know. Who's on third?
Of course, yes, of course. We need to. This is the next way. The next time we start the podcast, that's how I want to start it. Just doing the bit. Doing who's on first on the podcast. Yes.
Are we gonna end it right here?
I
We
mean,
might as well.
We might as well. Yeah, let's
You
get
gotta
some-
go. Somebody
before,
has to go.
before you keep mentioning our names.
Yeah, before you.
No, I would never mention your name because
Alright.
I always call you Gans.
So our security, social security numbers, age.
I mean, we can
birthplace.
just cut all this out because we're talking lesser shit than we already did at the beginning.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Let me just find some outro music.
Important question would be. Yo soy guapa.
It's
For-
over.
Ladies and
She's
gentlemen,
done!
please search this on YouTube and you will not regret it. Yo soy guapa.
Ah!
Oh, come on. It's a fun video.
It's breathe,
It's
Mikey,
very
breathe.
old, my brother.
Don't choke. All right, swallow, swallow.
You can do it. You can do it.
You can
Come on.
swallow. You can do this.
I know it's difficult at first, but you can do it.
You just spit all everywhere.
Oh, so you're a
If her
spitter.
can't do it, you can.
I'm a squirter. I guess.
What?
I mean, if Brian can do it, you can.
Oh, thank you for you using the name now. Okay, this has been horrible for my identity. You guys are horrible at this.
You know
You know how
what's
many guys in the United States that call fucking Brian?
Yeah, but like still. This is going to be like fairly closely linked to all my social media.
you know what's funny?
Are you? Are
What?
you gonna do that?
I don't know, maybe. I don't know
Oh,
what
just
we're doing
create-
with this.
Brian,
Cra-
it's like having a girl and saying, my name is Stacy. You know how many fucking white girls are named Stacy?
I mean, you can create a new account.
Oh yeah, no, sure, yeah.
Call O'Brien.
Called O'Brien, yeah. O'BrienO'Malley.com. Are we gonna fade out? I have the perfect music for the outro. Let me see if here. Let's see if this plays.
Hello.
This is okay. That's the wrong one. What was it? Is it this one?
Star Wars?
I forgot which. It's one of
Do
these.
you prefer Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
I love it.
I like Star Trek, but
I love it.
the problem in Star Trek is
Oh, there it is. That's. I want that to be our outro.
Save it, send it to me, and I'm gonna save it so we can use it here.
But this is yeah. I have no idea. How do I send this? I don't think I can send this to you. I don't think I can send this to you. I was just gonna play this when we
Then
just stopped.
screenshot it, and I'll search it here.
I was just right here. Let me.
Again, you make me spit everywhere.
I mean, you deserve it.
I do.
For breaking your own rules.
Damn it.
Bless you, bless you, bless you.
Damn it.
Are you really gonna connect it to all accounts? I really do.
don't know.
I really wouldn't do that myself.
I don't know.
I don't show my face here, so I wouldn't show your face. That's for sure.
Yeah. If the
That
right
beautiful
accent,
hard face. That beautiful Irish face.
Irish face, yes. With my luscious green eyes
Yeah.
and dark tanned skin.
And your alcoholic breath.
Those broad muscles.
Oh, okay, that's
Those
where
huge
What?
ass feet.
That-
Did you brought your axe today?
my axe. Axe body spray or axe to chop wood?
Axe to chop wood.
Because
Of
I got
course.
a lot of wood.
Hey yo. Whoa.
My ding ding dong.
Ring ding 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 ding.
Ding 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 ding. Wait.
Scooby doo pop pop.
La cosa suena pla. Scooby Doo pla pla. Tak tak. Tak tak. Tak tak tak.
You are officially a Three Stooges.
Mikey Chupi hasn't been able to. This has been the weirdest podcast ever. The last 20 minutes are like full bullcrap.
Wise guy, huh?
Can we end it here?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me play the song so you can before you end it. Damn it, I lost
What?
it. All right, here it is. All right. Thank you for tuning in to whatever it is that we're gonna call this podcast.
Exactly.
That is actually a good name for a podcast.
Is it now?
No.
Is it now?
My name is